Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another AB Daily News with your hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 300. We did it, 300 episode of the AB Daily News with your hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Unbelievable, great journey so far. Hopefully you enjoy it. Sometimes I'm a little bit discouraged because I think we don't reach a lot of people. I don't know why, but at the end of the day, I just want to let you know I'm grateful and thankful for each one of you. Follow me every single day to watching the AB Daily News. Today is a special edition. Why, Coach? Not only is because of 300 episode, but because this is the night, the NHL Draft Lottery 2023. And that's going to do here today. We're going to preview the NHL Draft Lottery. Then we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens Preview Draft 2023. And finally, I'm going to give you my top 10 prospect for the NHL Draft 2023. This is what we have today on this episode special 300. But we want to remind you one more thing. Don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show, and leave me comments about this episode 300. Let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. My first subject of the day is about the preview NHL Draft Lottery 2023. First, the NHL Draft Lottery is tonight, Monday, May 8th at 8 o'clock p.m. The Hockey National Show are going to do a special live stream from 7:30 to 8:30 with some special guests like Marco Larabi and Enartab. So we invite you, please, to join us live and talking about this special edition of the NHL Draft Lottery 2023. Now, the next is about the NHL team. I have this graphic for you. First, the Anaheim Ducks are 18.5%, followed by the Columbus Blue Jackets at 13.5%, Chicago Blackhawks at 11.5%, followed by San Jose at 9.5%, and the Montreal Canadiens at 8.5%. You can go all the way to the bottom to the list to go to the Calgary Flame and the Nashville Predator at 0.5. Now, I want to talk about the NHL draft rules. Here we go. A team can move up twice in the span of 5 years. Then, a team can only move up 10 spots. So the team between 12 and 16, if ever they win the lottery, they can only move up of 10 spots, and automatically the Anaheim Ducks win the lottery NHL draft. Finally, you can win the first or the second overall pick at the end of the day. They have only 2 positions you can move up in the NHL Draft 2023. Now, I want to sharing this because I make a video about how this works, how the NHL process for the winner of the NHL Draft Lottery. They use a different ball from 1 to 14, and inside that video, you can understand everything. I don't want to repeat again. Most of you watch my app Daily News, so if you want to know a little bit more how this works, go back on this video. I put the link inside the description of this video. And finally, I want to finish with this, guys. The NHL Draft result for the last couple of years in NHL. Here we go. In 2022, Montreal Canadiens finished last and they won the lottery and they select Sokolsky. The New Jersey Devils moved up from 5 to 2nd. And 2021, Buffalo finished last and they select number 1, but the Seattle Kraken jumped from 3rd to the 2nd. And 2020 until to 2016, they have 3 positions you can jump in the standing of the NHL draft. And 2020, New York Rangers jumped from 8 to 15 to 1st. This was the year of the COVID-19. It was a special draft NHL. The King jumped from 4th to 2nd, and then the Ottawa Senators stay 3rd position. You can go every years now for 2019 all the way to 2014. But they give you an idea, guys. It's not because you finish last, you're going to win automatically the first position. So you have possibility for other team can win this year the NHL Draft 2023. I just want to give you a resume of how this works, preview the NHL Draft Lottery 2023. I invite you, please, to join us live tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time to follow up with the NHL Draft Lottery. If you want to leave me a comments about this first subject, please let me know. Tell me what you think about the NHL Draft Lottery. Who do you believe are going to win NHL Draft this year for the first overall pick 2023. Let's move on now, guys, for the second subject of the day. My second subject of the day is about the NHL Draft Lottery for the Montreal Canadiens. I just want to give you a little bit a scenario for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming draft NHL. And the reason why, because if they win, they can finish first or second overall pick, or they can stay at fifth like they already are. But, or if you have two other teams can jump over the Montreal Canadiens, unfortunately for Montreal, they could drop from fifth to sixth or seven. This is the only position and the selection Montreal can get during the NHL Draft 2023. First, second, fifth, 6, and 7. The odds for the Montreal Canadiens is 8.5%. A couple of minutes ago, I talked about the video when I explained to you how this works. Each team, because of the odds, has some kind of combination for the selection of the winner of the NHL Draft 2023. Montreal Canadiens have 85 combination, and how the process is the NHL use 14 different ping pong ball with the number 1 to 14, and they use a 4-digit combination for the winner. So what they do, they pick 4 different number, and that combination is random with a specific team in NHL. I'll just give you an example for the Montreal Canadiens. This is a kind of combination they have right now. They have 85 overall. I just want to show to you a little bit kind of combination they have. Example 1, 5, 12, 14. They have the 1, 8, 10, 11. And at the end, you can get 2, 3, 8, and 10. And I can go all the way like this to 85 different combination. And that's how it works in NHL lottery. And when they have a winner for the number 1, they do the same thing with the number 2. Back all the 4 ping ball. And they do it again. They repeat for the second overall pick. Now, for the Montreal Canadiens with the Florida Panthers, obviously, it's not looking good. The Panthers right now are winning the series 3-0 against Toronto Maple Leafs. Montreal, at this moment, have the pick of Florida Panthers at 17 overall pick. Obviously, if ever the Panthers move on to the final Eastern Conference, Montreal Canadiens now are to drop all the way to 29. If Panthers lose, they select 29. If the Panthers go to the final Stanley Cup and they lose, they go in Montreal 31st. And if the Panthers win the Stanley Cup, the Montreal pick number 32. It is what it is. I don't want to mention anything yet. I'm going to give you what are my feelings about the Montreal Canadiens this year, about their selection, until I wait for the result of the tonight for the NHL Draft Lottery. Leave me comments about this subject, guys, about the Montreal Canadiens scenario. And let's move on for my last subject of the day. My last subject of the day is about the top 10 prospect NHL Draft for 2023. I'm going to make another video for the next couple of days to give you my first 32 top prospect in NHL, and I'm going to make a video about Montreal selection first overall. So I'll give you an idea what Montreal can get, but today I want to share to you my top 10 prospect NHL. Let's start with the number 1, of course, Connor Bedard. Everybody knows what Bedard is. Scored 100 goals last year from last August to the end of his season. Is going to be a really an amazing, great hockey player in NHL. My number 2, I have to go with the Michigan World Wine players, Adam Fantilli, the winner of the Obie Baker Trophy MVP and the NCAA College. What a great year he got with Michigan. I feel like he's going to be the number 2 NHL draft at 2023. My number 3, this is really interesting from 3, 5. This could be up and down, but I have to go with Leon Carlson for the Sweden. He had an amazing, great year overall. I think many people don't give him enough credit for what Leo Carlson did this year. He's a really shifty player. He can play left winger and center. My number 4 guy is Walt Smith. I think Smith could be over Carlson, but I select number 4, Walt Smith. What a great second half of the year he has. He really dominated the U18. He is with the Team USA. He has an average about 2 points per game. Some people are a little bit concerned about his aggressivity or his how he compete. They did not drive enough to the net, but we have to be realistic here. He have an amazing, great shot. He can produce a lot offensive. That's the way I believe he's going to be an amazing, great hockey player in NHL. My number 5, guys, I have to go with Matt V. Michkov. Yes, if it was a normal scenario with him for the Russia situation, possible be number 2 behind Bedard. But unfortunately, it's not the case. We don't know yet if he's going to play in NHL one day. This is a bit concerned. We know he's signed his contract with KHL until the season 25-26. So the only year he wants to be back and possible is going to be when he's going to turn 22 at the season 2026-27. From number 6 to number 10. This could be up and down. A lot of people talk about his friend name. I want to give you most of the people from his friend expert about the 6 to 10. Number 6 is the Zach Benson, an amazing, great hockey player. Played very well this year when he went pink eyes, but Zach Benson bring a lot of offensive. The only downside of him is his size is really not big player. But again, I think if Brennan Point did it and many other players like Johnny Gaudreau, I don't see why not Zach Benson cannot become a good hockey player in NHL. My number 7, guys, is Rand Leonard for the team National USA. Played with Will Smith on the first line. Again, is another great hockey player. Played very well in the last couple of weeks. His stock increasing more and more. I feel like 7 is the highest pick he can become in NHL this year for the NHL Draft 2023. My number 8 is Dalibor Dvorsky. Dvorsky, many people can bring him all the way to number 5th selection, all the way to number 10. A lot of people are a little bit concerned about him. His skating is average, not great, but his IQ is intelligent as a hockey player, is excellent, and he have an amazing, great tournament at U18 with the team Slovakia. That's the reason why his stock increasing a little bit, and I feel like number 8 it will be a great selection. Any team select Dalibor Dvorsky. My number 9, guys, a little bit surprise. It's Matthew Wood. Played in NCAA last year. The big winger of 6'4", have a great year. And I think a lot of people don't talk too much about him because they're really focusing more on Fantilli. And I think they forget a lot about Wood. Yes, possibly he can go a little bit lower, but I like this selection because usually the NHL select big guy. He's one of few of like him in NHL Draft 2023. And that's the reason I put Matthew Wood, my number 9. And for who? It would be my last number 10 guy, Oliver Moore. Moore plays second line behind Will Smith. I think not many people knows really him because it's all about Perreault, Leonard, and Smith when you talk about the national U18. But I think Oliver Moore, first of all, is the fastest skater in this draft. And then I believe he's going to be the top best 3 skater in NHL. His speed is phenomenal. And that's the reason why many teams would love to have Oliver Moore with their team. Yes, I left a lot of good players out of the top 10. You can bring like Edouard Chalet, Gabe Perreault, Andrew Crystal, defenseman Rainbacher or Sedin Pelika, Barlow. You can talk about Yager, Danielson, and I can go all the way. I just want to give you a little bit the top 10 of what I'm thinking they are. Most of them are selected by the best expert for NHL draft. I just want to share with you guys for tonight the top 10 prospect NHL 2023. Please leave me comments about the last subject of the day. It does conclude, guys, the episode, what? 300. Yes, it's a little bit longer today. The video is episode 300, but today is a special day at NHL Draft Lottery. So I want to share a little bit more what's going on with NHL, the preview, then the Montreal Canadiens scenario, and finally the top 10 selection of the NHL Draft Prospect 2023. Hopefully you enjoy it. Please click on the likes, subscribe to this channel, and leave me a comment about the Ab Daily News. Listen, guys, I'm grateful, thankful having you every single day. Hopefully, you like my contents. Hopefully, one day I can reach more people. But I'm not the kind of guy I'm a little bit discouraged because of the viewers. I have the best quality, great people watching the video every single day. It's because of you. Because you have what? Greatness inside of you. We wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.